Hey my people, how you doing? So it's Kev again here, and today I have a new video for you guys. Today we'll be talking about liquidity. So what is liquidity? I want for you to understand what liquidity is and how you can use liquidity to be profitable. So most people don't know what liquidity is. Behind me is a chart that explains liquidity in depth. Okay, the market moves in form of liquidity. The market moves from one liquidity point to another liquidity point. Okay, so for you to understand how the market operates, you have to understand what is liquidity. It's paramount and it's very beneficial for you to understand what liquidity is. Okay, without understanding liquidity, you'll be entering the markets from a blind position. Okay, so for you to understand liquidity, you have to understand orders. Okay, you have to understand how people place their orders and how people protect their existing positions. So without understanding those three paramount things, you won't be able to understand what liquidity is. So let's dive into the market and see what liquidity is. Okay, so from my chart here, I've defined what liquidity is according to my understanding. So from my understanding, it's that liquidity is basically stop losses. I mean stop orders in the market. So let's take a scenario. When someone enters a position, they must, most people do place their stop losses. Okay, according to the books, how are we taught? We are supposed to place our stop losses above or below our entry positions. Okay, so once you understand that factor, you understand what liquidity is. So basically, liquidity is the stop orders of people who are protecting their orders. Let's say if you are selling, you have a stop loss that protect you from bigger losses. Okay, if you're buying, the same. So once we come to the market, this is what the liquidity is. The market moves in waves. First, it comes from here, it goes up. Okay, once the market goes up, it leaves a high here and a low here. Okay, it goes again in waves, take out these highs and comes and respect this low. Okay, it takes this high, respect this low, then it fails to take this high but takes this low. Okay, so these highs is what is referred to as liquidity. Okay, these are the points. The marked points are the points where people place their stop losses. So if I'm long here, I place my stop loss here. Okay, I know that phenomenon is very familiar to you. Okay, so if I'm long here, I place my stop loss here. If I'm long here, based on maybe let's say something like OTE, I place my stop loss here. Okay, targeting this point as maybe let's call it TP1. Okay, because we have stop losses resting here. Maybe you may ask which stop losses. So according to my understanding, I have stop loss here as my target based on those people who sold short here. I mean short here. Those who sold short here place their stop loss above that high. So what I'll be doing as a IZT concept trader, I'll be targeting their stop losses. Okay, because that's what the market does every now and then. Okay, so for you to understand liquidity one more, you have to understand that it's divided into two. We have sell side liquidities and we have buy side liquidity. So the market will target either of those. The market will move from one point and target either sell stop liquidities or maybe buy stop liquidities. Okay, that's what the market does now and then. You have to understand that fact if you want to be profitable. The market will always do one of those things. So one more thing, you can use your sell side liquidity or buy side liquidity or stops as targets or as entries. Okay, so those who take shots here used it as entries. They targeted maybe internal range liquidities. That's another topic of the next time. Okay, and you can use it as target. So those who entered at this OTE level here targeted the sell stop liquidities, and those who entered here targeted the sell side liquidity. those who entered here at, let's say, this OTE here, at maybe this mitigation block here, they targeted what? The sell side liquidity. Okay, I mean, these are buy side and these are sell side liquidities. So I hope you understand in depth about the liquidity, and this is a short video that explains to you what's liquidity and how you can use liquidity to target your positions, and how you can use it for entries, and also you can use it for, let's say, for exits. Okay, so if you want this video in depth, I have a PDF that explains everything in depth, from liquidity, from other types of liquidity. Sell side liquidity and buy side liquidity is just two examples of liquidities. We have more liquidities that you have to understand so that you can be profitable. So if you want this PDF that talks in depth, holla at me. I have my phone number there. You can WhatsApp me, you can call me, and you can request it. It just goes for like $3 only. Okay, it goes for $3 only. Holla at me, I'll send it to your WhatsApp. Okay, so until next time, follow for more, and make sure you subscribe, and make sure you like this video so that those who want it can get it. Thank you, and stay tuned.